Happy October. Well, hey guys, this is definitely something new. I'm gonna be playing a game for you for the Halloween spirit. I'm gonna play a horror game, The Letter. This is gonna be a little different, like I said. No green screen. I'm in my dark room. Barely any light. Literally the only light I have that's kind of like showing is a candle. This is literally my light. So yeah, let's get to it, I guess. Fuck! That was literally a couple seconds. Fuck you guys. Oh god. I don't... Why? Why did I decide to play this thing? Why the fuck? Ugh. I'm already frustrated. Okay. Let's go. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Garden of Luxembourg. Humble ambassador of peace and beloved by their people, but were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, that was once a small, sleeping village grew to a prosperous, bustling town. However, the season of joy eventually ended with the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. The rich legacy were hence passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte. The mansion has stood since 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. And that is when it begins. Surrounding villages spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled nights, and hearsay of mystery, women roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. People who didn't dare to enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain much like this house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend, its curse, it still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owner are convinced these stories are nothing more than a hoax. How wrong are you guys gonna be? Why do we have to go inside the mountain? Why do we need this? There's other nice places you can go to. With little regard for the truth, they had bearer reality corporations place the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secret that lies inside awaits to be discovered by brave souls. I'm not one of them. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Isabel. Do I have to answer?
Hello? Isabella? Are you there?
No.
Where are you?
I'm not here. A familiar jittering voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised.
I wish I could just slam the phone and say, like, you know, wrong number. Click.
Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Did you, like, do we see the same mansion in the beginning? How? How is it beautiful?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
I feel like
Right.
Rose is gonna die first.
You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
That's one more body count.
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine, fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
I really hope it doesn't show on camera that I'm shaking. Oh. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
I look from my phone to see Rebecca, and giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
So, what is this, an office or a high school building? Because it looks more like a high school building.
The one who trained you.
Oh, look, that picture actually moves.
You're working together again?
Finally, no 2D images where they barely move.
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
I would warn them that they haven't found a box already.
Hold on. Is this the same mansion you've been telling everyone about?
The voice don't really match Becca, to be honest.
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a
Yeah,
living.
but you're like high school, so it doesn't really matter. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Betha let out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out ever since you got assigned to it. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus!
Yeah, no one wants a fucking haunted house. Who would want to keep that in the market?
They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
Jeez, I wish I had fucking friends like that. They're gonna lend me money like that at all. I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I already tell what to expect. She has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crosses her arms in a grimace at the thought. Her voice slightly raises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Hey, ramen, you know... Yeah, you know what, you're right. I can't really defend ramen. Like, yeah, it's good for a little bit, but yeah. I'll eat other things too.
Hey! I eat other things too.
Oh shit, we got relationships now? I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her position, giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. She only raised an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Canned hamburgers? That does not sound healthy at all. Becca wrinkles her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago?
Hey, they're canned! Okay, canned food lasts a very long time.
Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some distant memory. She looks up and I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes, it's just better to let Becca talk, unless she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there's only a warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
She says this one more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for the exact words.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. Didn't I tell you before? You're always free to reheat my leftovers.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep
I feel like she's
babying
gonna
me.
die first, maybe, because she seems like the person that is like the most caring for me.
You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod a response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty sure I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I'm simply seen plenty of times how relationships can turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about lots of small petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship or something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at some things behind me snap me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later.
Oh, it's...
Good luck with your clients. You bet. You bet.
So I'm the teacher. I'm a teacher, okay, makes sense. With a small smile, she returns to her desk, begins shifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on the next week's lesson plan. Or trying at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sound. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets to take care of herself, so she has a sickness.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I left her with a flat look. She has a cold for a couple of days now. Something about that strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Looks who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offered me a reassuring smile, and I could only sigh. What do I even bother? There is no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach in my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at worryingly when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There is a amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts guns back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I don't want to leave the classroom. I want to stay, there where it's safe. I probably won't be killed. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Luxburg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for the locals to give you a cautious sidelong glance. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted there. It was only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it, renovation and placed back up in the market, has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few later. The place would become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrank in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, though a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know what things may go wrong. Life has always messed up things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers and my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tuck it between my ears and shoulder. It probably just Rose again anyways.
Rose?
Ash.
Guess again.
Oh, that's got very attractive, man.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but
Okay,
yeah.
you know what? I think Rose might be dead by the time I get there.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckled, and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you
Ash.
later. Drop me a call when
Was
you're
it
done.
Ash Hole
I'll see if I
before?
can pick you up.
I'll see you later. Drop me later, okay.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid Ash Hole always sees me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. October 21st. Huh, October. Oh god, the fucking music, the sound. I don't like this. Take a few more minutes until I finally reach the Infinite Mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from outside. Yet despite all this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is usually silent, and only rustling leaves can be heard, and an occasional breeze passes. My heart, I can feel it right here. Well, Aspen Village is just a few miles away. Everyone keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of intimate human presence just made this place all more eerie than it has any right to be. It's uncanny in the broad daylight. I can imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice nearly wakes me and jumps out my skin. Without completely taking my eyes from the house, I give a driver a confusing nod. Oh god, like, the fucking noises are making me feel nervous. A beat passes by while I wait for him to say more, but the only answer is non-committed hum. Belated, it occurred to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slapped myself for spacing out and promptly handed him the fare with an apologetic look. I expect him to leave as soon as I pay, but there's a hesitant expression on him as if something has been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after, but he said it has left a forbearing feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough rumors, I expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. But it's like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get that bonus in commission, one way or another, I'm going to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. Oh god, I don't want to open the fucking door! We may be the only people here this early, but I never known her as someone careless. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gasping. They cleaning out every corner, waxed floor, dusted antique, searched every nook and cranny and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion even enticing to the modern day lords and ladies. What? I wonder what like year it is actually. I didn't read that fast enough. But no matter how hard I try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should just listen to what people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in the world are just better left alone, never to be disturbed again.
Rose?
I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly through the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll ever hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. I reach and dial her phone, but...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eating by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking in the spirited way, right? Right? No, Ezra, don't be ridiculous. She's probably just wandering deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose! This isn't funny! You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This is not going to work. The place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. What's that? Taking a couple floors, I noticed something more above the grand station.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you?
Oh please! I don't want to play anymore.
Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave it until... Yes, leave her! Leave her there! You're not really friends. You could find other friends. Go back with Becca. She cares about you. I really don't want to go up there. Going this way, I try to connect her number again. Please give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
There's a heavy static coming from the other side. Rose is dead. I certainly hope it doesn't get cut off before I can answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few months pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm attic.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there. Well guys, that's it for this episode. If you want to see more, regrettably, like, sub, subscribe, and have a great Halloween. Bye.